Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you. So this week you get the Temperance card as your key to the week. Now, Temperance is all about where you put your energy, what you are making space for in your life, what are you paving the way for. How you use your energy is very likely to be highlighted to you this week. It may very well bring you an opportunity to bring together several differing ideas that you have, or maybe differing paths or avenues that you are hoping to go in, or maybe, you know, trying to bring together. Whenever you see the Temperance card, you're blending certain things, right? You're also going through the process of spiritual alchemy, as I like to say. And what that actually means to me is this is about you condensing everything in your life so that you can start to weed out what is no longer relevant, what is no longer serving, what is actually just holding you back. And when you start to observe what it is that you're making space for in your life, you can start to see where it is that maybe you are self-sabotaging, or where it is that something or someone in your immediate arena, environment, or lifescape is not beneficial, or it's not beneficial or assisting you in creating the life that you want. So for your actions in your path ahead, you have the King of Wands, right? So this week, a Sagittarius male is going to feature for you. I mean, very likely to be a Sagittarius male. Could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Saggy, but you've got the card there, that Temperance, and the King of Wands, that's a Sagittarius person. So this could be somebody that features very heavily for you this week, maybe somebody that you interact with or somebody that you share with. This could be somebody that goes on to help you, or is, sort of influential in your life in some way. Maybe this week as well, right? So your King of Wands, this week you are really being asked to step out on the wider world stage, to get comfortable with being seen, especially with a lot of the ideas that you're trying to bring together. Whether this is presenting something to your boss and saying, look, you know what, we need to tweak the plan. This is the way that things need to go. It does feel like this week you are going to have to challenge the local, not a local authority, but maybe the boss, right? Or maybe the person that's in charge of the project that you're on, or something like that. This week it does look like you're going to have to challenge the general consensus in some way, shape or form. It looks like you're going to have to stand against that, and it may very well be that you are kind of on your own, in that stand-in, that you're kind of that one person on the outside that's saying, no, we're going the wrong way. This week you have to be comfortable with that, and it's not necessarily a comfortable place for a Libran to be, but it is one that you are going to have to, you have to don that mantle this week. For your communications and conversations, you have the Six of Cups. So this is about an old idea that's coming up for review, it looks like. Now, what I really like about this more than anything is, especially when it comes to your work, when it comes to your profession, it looks like this week, by saying, look, you know what, I think we're going in the wrong way on this one. I think we're maybe off base, or maybe whatever it is that we do have in place, it just doesn't work. It's a system that is outdated or outmoded, and it looks like whatever it is that comes up for review this week, it's kind of like you're looking at it and you're saying, you know what, I actually thought this was outdated a while back, and now this, the current climate, whatever it is, etc, has only just really served to highlight to me exactly why this is outdated and why it's outmoded, and we need to go in a different direction. Now, for those of you that have siblings, this could be a great week, and it actually might be a week where a sibling, especially those of you that have rifts with siblings, it might be that something is, what's the word? It might be that there's some sort of reconciliation that takes place this week, but it is only going to take place, or rather the length of time that reconciliation lasts depends on you really speaking your truth at this moment in time. If there's something that you really need to get off your chest when it comes to a sibling, a cousin, or maybe a colleague, this is probably the week for you to do it, right? And by doing it and approaching it sensitively but honestly, you really will get the most headway out of it. So there can be a rift that's mended this week, but it is going to take courage. For your money and materials, you have the Four of Swords, right? So it looks like your financial sector is it's not moving, right, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's not going up, but it's not going down. It's just kind of being steady, stable. When it comes to money and materials and finances, this week I would definitely say where you are maybe where this week where you're asked to assume or resume some sort of responsibility for finances of somebody else, this is the week for you to draw the line and say no. That Four of Swords kind of suggests to me that this is where you say no. You know what? No more. I'm happy to be there for you. I'm happy to be a part of your life, but you can't use me as a bank or a cash point. All right. So whatever that means to you. For your materials, home life looks good. It looks quite settled. This is going to be a very peaceful week when it comes to the home. When it comes to your physical health, this is a week for you to practice active silence. When I say active silence, put music on that is healing, music that is calming and soothing for you. Maybe not, ultra dance or, slash death metal. I mean, if you find that calming and soothing, by all means. But this week, you really want to be very proactive about how you bring silence and stillness into the home. This is a week where you should be reveling in peace and reflection. For your love and relations, you have the Five of Wands, right? So for those of you that are partnered, it's interesting because I kind of feel like the partner is wanting to be busy this week and you're kind of like, no, you know what, I don't want people around, not just because it's a pandemic and stuff, but this week I kind of feel like you just want that own personal bubble so that you can work through some of the stuff that you're going through. And it might be that your partner's like, no, we should have people over this week. So if that is the case, come to a compromise. You know what, you can go out, but I'm going to stay at home because I need home to be peaceful this week. For those of you that are single, it looks like somebody that has previously been in your life is coming back around, because you've got the Six of Cups above this. This will very likely be somebody that was a friend, maybe a friend with benefits. Definitely that sort of energy, but not much more. Because of the cards that are here, I feel like it could be time for you to have fun, time for you to enjoy. I'm not seeing anything concrete in the way of a relationship here though. So just consider that going forward. When it comes to family ties, it does look like there's a reunion that is being planned at the moment. My advice though is if you can avoid it this week, maybe ask everybody if they can do it the week after, just because I kind of feel like you're going to be dealing with a lot on a personal internal level this week. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care and I'll see you soon.